What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video. In today's video, guys, I'm here to bring you all my review of Ajin episode 12. So let's get this started. So this episode of Ajin, wow, just like what went down in this episode is just like holy shit, you know? Sato, I gotta say, probably the most badass character that we got out of this series, honestly. Like, he's technically the only character that I care about at this point, because, like, you know, the other characters within this series are kind of like meh in my opinion, but when it comes to Sato as a villain, he is nicely fleshed out. But when it comes to this episode, since it technically focused on him, I gotta say, this is probably the best episode that we have gotten out of Ajin. So in the last episode of Ajin, we had it to where Sato ended up blowing up the Grant Pharmaceuticals, and we had it to where he was about to, you know, basically confront the Japanese Special Defense Force, or whatever they're called. I guess it's like Japan's own SWAT team and whatnot that handles terrorist attacks and whatnot, which is pretty awesome. And in this episode, like, what went down, like the strategy that was involved with the unit, like, that was pretty cool. How they would, you know, shoot Sato like 3 seconds at a time, so that way it doesn't give him time to revive at all. And we see them carrying him on a stretcher and whatnot. But then we have it to where the other Ajin that Sato is with end up taking out the Special Defense Force units one by one. I just thought the direction of this episode was pretty well done compared to the other episodes of the series. I mean, as I stated before, we had it to where Sato is being killed off by the Japanese squad unit like 3 seconds at a time. They are not giving him a chance to revive. We also have the Ajin, you know, fighting off the unit as well, while Sato can't really have a chance to fight back, and then the unit ends up finding those snipers and takes them out, and we have it to one where one of them ends up surrendering and then calls out the other Ajin, say, hey, I need your help to go over to this location to attack those snipers. So I just thought it was really cool on how they directed the whole scheme of things, on like one side isn't letting the other one act out. Like, that was pretty interesting. Yo, but dude, that shotgun battle with Sato as soon as he revived, oh my god. Now, in the beginning of this episode, we had it to where there is that old guy, and he ends up going into the room with the two other villagers there, ends up watching the television, and he is completely surprised that Grant Pharmaceuticals has been completely devastated, and the villagers are like, Yo, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you freaking out? Do you have friends or family there? What's going on? And we come to find out that the old dude only cares about the money he has lost. And I'm like, really? There's at least thousands of people who have been completely destroyed within that building that Sato has blown up, and all you can care about is money? Like, how selfish can you be? It's ridiculous. Now, at the last part of this episode, we come to find out that that old dude is still watching the television, and then the Ajin wanted list ends up popping up, and K is on there, and he's like, what? That kid that I met in the forest? The old lady's grandson? What? He's an Ajin? And it comes to find out, you know, whenever you capture an Ajin, you know, you at least get a reward of 100 million yen, I guess. So now he is going to end up going out to try to capture K. But I don't really think that's going to work. You're probably going to end up getting killed, because at this point, K has actually developed his Ajin, because he's actually trained it. And you know what, K in general is kind of a bloodthirsty character, and he really doesn't really care about humans at this point, unless it comes to Kai, which we have completely just been thrown off of the side of the building with, because, I mean, like, if you really think about it, like, Kai was in the first, like, 3 to 4 episodes of Ajin, and now he has just been cast aside. Like, what's going on with that? Are we going to see more from him or not? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the old dude isn't going to survive anytime soon. I'm just saying, that's my own personal opinion, because, I mean, K, you never know with K. You really don't. Now, when it comes to the last episode of Ajin, we're getting the last episode next week. So after that episode drops, we will pretty much be finished with season 1 of Ajin. Now, I'm very curious if we are in fact going to get a second season. Like, if there are any manga readers that are watching my reviews, let me know in the comments how well, the manga sales are in Japan, and do you think we will get a second season? Because it doesn't really seem like, by the next episode, we're going to get an official conclusion to the series. It kind of just seems like it's going to, lead on to a possible second season later down the line that might get announced later this year. But that's just my personal opinion. So, yeah. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about this episode of Ajin. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to stay updated to my future content on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.